What's going on, guys? Custom RC Mods here, and I don't know about you guys, but when I'm flying my DJI Mavic Pro, a lot of times I have other things that I want to do that my drone will be filming, and I don't really like setting my controller down for my drone, considering that this is a very expensive piece of equipment. So I have devised a way to attach a lanyard to your drone, and this is nothing really too new, except for they make mounts for your Mavic, things like that for lanyard. But I found there's a way to do it practically for free, and I'm going to show it to you right now. So basically, what we're going to be making is this thing right here, which is a lanyard extension loop, and this does a few things. First off, I have a really small lanyard, this orange one right here, and when I put it around my neck, it's kind of like right on my chest area when I want my remote to be kind of out of the way, more in my midsection area. So I have this extension piece right here that helps extend the lanyard, and then also what it does is it's the part that goes over the screen. So you don't want this big fat orange piece right in the middle of your shot that you're trying to line up, but you want this little slim piece of fishing line, just so that it doesn't really impede your vision. So basically what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a piece of fishing line that's about 1 foot long, and then you're going to need to get some cutters and get a nice cut. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tie an overhand knot on a bite, which basically means you're going to fold it in half, and you're going to then just tie your average little overhand knot just through there. And then you're going to pull it as tight as possible. You might need some pliers for this. And then trim the ends a little bit. Okay, and now what you're going to do is you're going to get a really slim piece of heat shrink tubing. You can be done right now. You can just clip it in your lanyard and you can be done. But in order to keep the two lines together that are holding your drone, that are holding your lanyard, I opted to get a little slim piece of heat shrink tubing to keep them together so that they don't like go all over the place and impede your vision even more. Even though this is clear, which might be the way that you'd like to go, I opted for this because it also looks a little bit better to me, and it is a bit more durable as well. So I just fish this right through there, and then once I get that, then I'm going to set right where I want it on the heat shrink tubing, right on my fishing line where I want it. And I'm going to take a lighter and kind of just go over it and kind of just get it nice and shrunken right to where I want it. And it should only take a few seconds, although you need to be patient with it. And you'll see that it's kind of melting. So once this is done, make sure you don't melt your fishing line either. And so now what you can do is you can just put it on your key ring. And so what you're going to do now is put it right on the key ring. So find the end, which is under the lanyard for me. Just slip it right in and move it all the way around until it is in. So now the final step is to get this big open loop on the bottom, and for this I use the USB port in the back because that's how I use my phone. If you didn't look at the last video where I use a bulky case on the Mavic Pro. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to unplug my USB cable, and I'm going to shove this USB cable through the hole. So now, as you can see, the is perfectly balanced. Not quite, but you know, when it's up against your stomach, it might be fine. But so basically now you might be asking yourself, is this going to be harmful to my USB port? But so if you have it correctly positioned on there, meaning that it is right up against the end on the connector. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there. Then no, it won't, because the leverage is is really close to connection, so the leverage is really low. So it's not gonna like bend your port or anything, which would be bad. And thankfully, since it's not very heavy anyway, you'll be fine. So this is a great little modification, and if you're interested in other modifications like this, go check out the upgrade/modifications series that I have for the DJI Mavic Pro. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one sometime soon.